Good morning, children. In the previous video, we have discussed about respiration. It was just the introduction of respiration. In this lecture, we'll be talking about glycolysis. So let us start with the topic. See, as you can see on the screen, glycolysis is a first part of respiration and it is a common part of respiration as such. In case of anaerobic respiration, it is the only type of respiration as such. In any case of respiration, glycolysis is the first part of the respiration. It is actually here partial oxidation takes place in case of glycolysis. Now there are three parts of respiration basically. First part is glycolysis. The second part occurs in Krebs cycle inside the mitochondria, and the third part is related with electron transport chain. So we are discussing the first part of respiration, which is glycolysis. Now the glycolysis word is obtained from, is actually meaning of glycolysis is glycose, that is refers to sugar, and lysis, that is splitting of the sugar. So it is also called as EMF pathway, EMP pathway, Emancipation-Markov pathway as such. Glycolysis takes place in the cytoplasm. So basically this occurs in every organism. So in case of plants, what happens is sucrose is formed. You know, it is a disaccharide. It breaks down into glucose and fructose with the help of an enzyme, and this glucose is converted into pyruvic acid. So now let us see the whole process as such. Now this is a partial oxidation. That means only a limited amount of energy is synthesized here. Glucose is converted into glucose 6-phosphate. Glucose 6-phosphate is converted into fructose 6-phosphate. Fructose 6-phosphate is converted into fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. Now the first enzyme which converts the glucose into glucose 6-phosphate, as you can see on the screen, is called as hexokinase. You can see on the screen as such. Now it is actually a 10-step process, and for every step there is a particular enzyme which controls it. For example, glucose, if it is converted into glucose 6-phosphate, there is an enzyme which is called as hexokinase. Any of these enzymes in a 10-step process, if mutation occurs, glycolysis will stop. कहने का मतलब ये है, इनमें से कोई भी एंजाइम नॉन फंक्शनल नहीं हो सकती अगर पायरुविक एसिड बनना है तो। बहुत रेयर ऐसा होता है कि इनमें से कोई एंजाइम नॉन फंक्शनल हो जाए, बिकॉज इट इज़ अ बेसिक स्टेप। ना देखिए, इसमें एटीपी और एनएडीपीएच सिंथेसाइज होता है बहुत कम अमाउंट में। शुरुआत में कंज्यूम होता है, बाद में सिंथेसाइज होता है। सिंथेसाइज थोड़ा ज़्यादा होता है जितना कंज्यूम होता है, इसीलिए देयर इज़ अ नेट गेन ऑफ एटीपी। नाउ सी, इन द फर्स्ट स्टेप इटसेल्फ एटीपी इज कंज्यूम। ग्लूकोज से ग्लूकोज 6-phosphate बना, यानी कि एक एडिशनल फॉस्फेट ग्रुप ऐड हुआ ग्लूकोज में, and that is the reason why ATP changes into ADP, as you can see on the screen. Now glucose 6-phosphate gets converted into fructose 6-phosphate under the influence of an enzyme isomerase. Fructose 6-phosphate gets converted to fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. Again an ATP is consumed in this process. Okay. Now the fructose 6-phosphate, 1,6-bisphosphate, it is actually a 6-molecule structure. Fructose 6 molecule कार्बन एटम्स का बना होता है, और ये टूट जाता है दो हिस्सों में. One is called as glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, which is 3 carbon structure, and the second one is called as dihydroxyacetone phosphate, again a 3 carbon structure. Now ये glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate or dihydroxyacetone phosphate, again under the influence of isomerase enzyme, gets converted to 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate, and in this process 2 NADPH is synthesized. So there is a net gain of NADH. Now 1,3 bisphosphoglycerate, it gets converted into 3-phosphoglycerate and ATP is synthesized here. तो यहाँ 2 ATP का सिंथेसिस होता है. पहले प्रोसेस में हम लोगों ने देखा था 2 ATP कंज्यूम हो रही थी, यहाँ 2 ATP बनी और साथ में एक NADH भी बन गया है. Now this 3-phosphoglycerate gets converted into 2-phosphoglycerate. Again 2-phosphoglycerate gets converted into phosphoenol pyruvate and water is liberated in this process. बाहर निकल जाता है water. 2 molecules of water is liberated. Now phosphoenol pyruvate, also called as small form PEP, short form. Now this PEP gets converted into pyruvate, and in this process an enzyme is used which is called as pyruvate kinase, and ATP is formed. 2 ATPs are formed. तो देखिए 4 ATP फॉर्म हुई है, 2 कंज्यूम हुई है, तो इसका मतलब नेट गेन जो है वो 2 ATP का है और NADH का है. So there is a net gain of ATP energy, you can say, but still this is a partial oxidation because it is taking place in the cytoplasm. Oxygen is not involved, and from pyruvate, this pyruvate will move into the mitochondria for Krebs cycle. There the complete oxidation of the food will take place. So the amount of energy released in case of Krebs cycle is higher as compared to glycolysis. तो ये कॉमन स्टेप है, सारे ऑर्गेनिज्म में होता है, चाहे वो बैक्टीरिया हो, ईस्ट हो, ह्यूमन बींग्स हो, और कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म हो, सब में ये प्रोसेस हो कॉमन. नाउ लेट अस टॉक अबाउट द होमवर्क असाइनमेंट. डिफाइन ग्लाइकोलिसिस. तो breakdown of glucose, partial oxidation of glucose called as glycolysis. It is a 10-step process. Each step is controlled by a particular enzyme. That is, for getting converted, reactant getting converted into product requires a particular enzyme. Now what is the net gain of ATP and NADH? I have already told you 2 ATP is gained and 2 NADH is gained in this process. Draw the flow diagram representing the process of the glycolysis. ये आपने already देखा हुआ है. I hope you have understood this topic. It was a very small topic. Thank you very much.